So I see the major update. Okay. So this got my not so live reaction, technically live reaction, because I just saw the update and now I decided to read the patch note because I was curious. And because how Seekers have done the update notes or patch notes, I genuinely love that because it doesn't like instantly tell you everything. Like, of course, it tells you, oh, added like three new creatures, and I think the creatures are called Blackwater Gunkfish, Feopars, Cadaver Bloom. I have a theory that this Cadaver Bloom is some sort of like man-eating plant, because bloom usually indicates a plant, and cadaver isn't cadaver like a mouth related thing? Feopars, I have no idea. I'm interested that we get a water-based creature. Now, is this like a manticore that they're just chilling, or are they danger, or do we get money? Now, new secret log. Okay, we're getting lore, which is very nice. Because I remember watching like Vendico's video about the Vendico lore, Lifa Company lore, which I personally did enjoy. And then I let out a fangirl screech, re-added Kidnapper Fox. I remember when Kidnapper Fox was added, I was like, now that's a fun concept, you know? But all what I saw was hate because people with Kidnapper Fox, they were bad at video games. I mean, I will always put skill fucking issue, you know? Because the first skill issue is that, oh, you don't like Kidnapper Fox? Like, the only thing when you needed when Kidnapper Fox was added was either a mod that removes it, only, and because, well, now, I cannot speak. I was genuinely upset. Now, I will admit, the shrouds were the more annoying part than the fucking fox, you know? And I remember, like, I just remember seeing bunch of shrouds, but I got never attacked by Kidnapper Fox. I think the only time I have ever died of being attacked by Kidnapper Fox was when I. No, wait, hold on. No, that was a YouTube video I was watching about how to like play against or like how the Kidnapper Fox AI works. You know, that kind of videos. Yeah, I have never died to Kidnapper Fox. Which, to be fair, I did not play so many of the same moons, so the shrouds didn't spread. The only time I saw a big enough of shroud for Kidnapper Fox to spawn was quite literally in the, was it Adamantis? I forget I have played so many custom levels that I have forgotten the default levels. I'm sorry, but basically the same map that was released with the Kidnapper Fox. And my only, because yeah, it takes like about three shovel hits. So was it, no wait, was it three or seven shovel hits? Anyways, I personally didn't find Kidnapper Fox to be, well, annoying or bad addition. You know, all what I see is that okay, there might be some issues that some people are experiencing it. Easy fix is to tweak them. You know, of course, the easiest way is just to remove it, which was quite unfortunate. And I actually did play with a mod that should have re-enabled Kidnapper Fox, and I don't think did it actually work, or did I tune it that the method of its spawning was very low. But yeah, basically, I am so like the main reason why I wanted to like record this quote unquote my reaction is because of Kidnapper Fox. Thank you for re-adding it back because I was genuinely upset that why you remove something from a game that technically doesn't have a lot, you know. That's why I was like upset that you remove a whole entity because of some kids who cannot fucking play video games, you know, or are too dumb to, I don't know, pick up a mod that just simply removes Kidnapper Fox and then continue playing. like if Kidnapper Fox was that much issue to them, because it was not issue to me. I had no issues with Kidnapper Fox, so it felt like I was giving an item that I could have fun with, and then take it away because someone was being ungrateful, spoiled brat, you know. And so no, I can now focus because when I saw this, I was like, I need to do this. So Fox is more afraid to leave his territory and more accurate in terms the size of the territory. Okay, so what I think this means is that okay, so if I remember correctly, how Kidnapper Fox spawned, it needed to have enough of those red bushes called Wayne Shrouds. I'm just called the red bushes because it's just easier for me to pronounce it. Because I keep saying Wayne as Wayne or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, kind of vague. I think I understand what it means, but I kind of like put it more what it means. Can I spawn at the very beginning of day? I did not know even know I didn't even know this was a thing, that Kidnapper Fox could spawn very beginning. But also I have a feeling that maybe it didn't, and it was just added to like clarify or something. Don't know. Maybe I think maybe the spawn requirement wasn't on based on time, but was actually based on the amount of Wayne shrouds. Like I think it required like what 8 shroud bushes next to each other for Fox to spawn in. Other proper foliage. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, and then are more rare than before, which is what I wanted. Like, as I understand that there was like a lot of the items, and I did remember using the weed killer only to see the amount of plants reappear, like was like double or something. So I was like, can we just like make that weed killer actually just works? Frequent heavy memory allocation in many to reduce lag spikes. That is wonderful because in the Saturdays are for the boys mod pack, we have so many fixes slash tweaks that really annoys me because first of all, it's like there's a mod called simply simple silly tweaks, and I'm like the name doesn't tell you anything, so you actually have to open like the not change log but like the information panel, and then you're like, okay, so this fixes this, but this mod also fixes that. It's kind of hassle. Let's see, optimize memory usage recording all creature areas of the share pool of memory when appropriate. Okay, other functionality creature area and settings for creature area to prevent land creatures from walking deep underwater when outside. Okay, fix it paycheck UI not scrolling properly to also scrap. Okay, fix player's hand and fingers not matching with the level of the ship when pulling. Deliver. Okay, interesting. I do love like it, I'm not like giving like the biggest happiest reaction was literally the kidnapper fox, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is like I'm positive because this game is goated. Wait, added a proper satisfying animation and sound for player pushing the lever to leave the moon. Okay, a visual animation for the main entrance door into your animations guys see is that outside. Oh, so like the doors opens, I would assume then. Very interesting. Fixed interactions while creatures could collide and damage players outside Mancha elevator while it was closed, then play was inside, vice versa. Okay, I did not know that that was a case, to be honest. So that's good that it has been addressed. To fix some creature not moving towards player, even they could be seen in the coast elevator and belted in chase. This may also fix cases where creatures did not move towards player if they were standing on certain ledges. Okay, so now monsters are more dangerous as well, which is good. Fix creatures setting the destination unnecessary, which would cause them stop and jitter on very large maps. Mostly, mostly just Titan. But okay, oh wait, is Titan really big map then? Because Titan is kind of short map. Like, okay, a lot of people who had issues with Kidnapper Fox was literally them just mass spamming Titan, you know? And like what I understood from Kidnapper Fox, like how and the range routes, the idea was like to prevent people from spamming like one moon so often, you know? Or that's how I felt it. Well, it felt like that to me. I will admit I might not be 100% correct with that statement, but that was like my statement for Kidnapper Fox to exist, that you just don't spam the same goddamn moon, you know? Optimize creatures search algorithms to perform better more quickly, make a creature slightly less dumb and slow on large map, specifically Titan, where creatures have to calculate longer paths. Is it okay? Does this mean like interior then? Because it's like the area where you are away from your ship is the shortest, you know? You just like climb up. But I do love that this simply means that Titan is getting more dangerous, as Titan should be the most lethal, get it, lethal company, as the most lethal moon, you know? Turn the head mount camera around and increase its draw distance. Head mounted camera. Fix the head mounted camera not displaying the sky and instead of black void out. Head mounted camera. Is there like a new item? What was added like there was like this 7.3 I think it was called. I did not play so much vanilla. I was like just mod testing, trying to get like mod pack working because I had like unofficially taken the role of the mod pack uh, upkeep. Interiors are basic distance calling to save performance. Only rooms that are near your render. Okay, so this actually means a lot of the mods are now irrelevant, which is good because a lot of the mods what we had were actually fixes. I remember it was called like interior cooling or lethal cooling or something. So this literally did that. So I would not be surprised if the mod I will pull up is like deprecated or something. Most likely all the mods might be deprecated for the moment or something because new updates. So none of that things will work. So I had to wait for like I'm gonna give it till like next Wednesday when I start looking up the mods again to see if the mods have actually been updated and also see if they work. I'll give them that many of days because this was of course they giving us on a holiday day. Holiday day, what the fuck? So I don't blame people for not be able to instantly update mods. I also need to update my mod. I need to re replace the sound file because well, one mod I was doing a disco ball mod, and I finally figured out why the mod did not work. I had MP3 file instead of WAV valve. Oh, I don't know. VAV VAV. So, a file. Like I had everything same, and I was because I first like copied like the template because I was like, okay, so this is you just need the name change, and then I saw it was MP3 file, so I just put the MP3 file, and then I was like, okay, it did not work. I tested the mod, did not work either with the mod. I was like, okay, weird. What about this mod? I did this other discoverable mod, and boom, it works. Oh yeah, this by the way, I'm not gonna. This is gonna be a raw footage, so you just see me rambling, rambling. All birds can now break bridges. I didn't know they couldn't, but oh yeah, I remember seeing this motherfucker break my bridge, and I was upset. Indoors I have indirect lighting. This can be toggled. Lights indoors now have basic indirect lighting. This can be toggled off in the settings. I do not know what this fully means, but okay. Added has setting to decrease the game's pixel resolution, which should save GPU performance significantly if needed. This is also fun. What do you mean this is also fun? I am scared. Disable accessible options. Disable head popping when running and jumping. Oh, okay. This is good because we had a mod that removed this. Enable toggle to sprint. Okay, good, good. Also, go to game designers. All go to games and go to game designers. This if you're a game designer student or something like that, don't forget about accessibility. Even if you're doing just like a small school project and you don't have any people with well accessibility thing, but you should always at least like in the game design document mark this shit down, because the sooner you can get accessibility stuff working, the more open your game quite literally is. Fixed component management displaying an inverted sale percentage for sub item that is on sale versus client versus host. Wait, it's an in-game thing that it shows in the advertisement? I thought it was like a mod thing. Huh. Fixed desync between collect a blank, hologram display to different players. Not a well fine Drake. This is good. This thank you. Thank you, Seekers. Thank you. I think we also had a mod that was tweaking this thing, but it was very annoying when you entered the ship, you know? Then you would like ping all the items and then you would drop it, and then like your third or fourth item, it would then ping it. It was like very annoying, so this is good. This is good. Increase it takes time to by 1 second. Okay, this is also good because drowning sucks. But Boonhawk's dropping scrap will now probably drop it on cruiser. But drop it on the cruiser. Wait, you mean company cruiser, right? That's the company cruiser, huh? Oh yeah, these fuckers, Seekers. What were you on? I remember Baboon Hawks being a annoyance at worst, deadly annoyance. I was like, at their it was baboon hawks used to be annoying. Now I genuinely hate baboon hawks, and I haven't been unsure if there's a mod that just simply removes them because Zeeker's overbuffed baboon hawks. He made them tankier for no beneficial reason. Now, and the thing is that like, okay, so in order to not get attacked by baboon hawks, you need to have people with you. Then loud noises was a myth, and I'm kind of sad that it was a myth and not a reality because I think it should be loud noises to scare baboon hawks because it's the perfect bait for dogs. I'm just saying, like there is the synergy right there. I really hate that they were like buffed to like 7 HP, or now they have like scaling HP. Like if you find like a small baboon hawk, they have 3 HP, but all the motherfuckers I see have like 5 plus HP, and when you hit them, they start attacking, and they attack quite fast actually. That they're not like very slow attackers. So you need your full stamina, and just like vanilla baboon hawks just feel way too harsh, because you don't get money from killing them, you know. And I don't know what happened. Like I remember you being able to drop your scrap and then them leaving you. But when I drop my scrap, they don't leave me alone. And I'm like, what do you mean? Is it broken or was this another myth? That's why I was very upset that the Seekers buff Baboon Hawks and remove Kidnapper Fox. Like it was like two punches under the belt. Baboons dropping their items as a result of etc. and then probably drop it on a cruiser and mines elevator and other moving objects. Okay, so okay, I think what it means that when it like drop like if you kill a baboon hawk that's like inside the cruiser, it would then drop it on it. Like I think it's like a bug fixes then. Can be now stood on while moving, and scrap can be placed under. What the heck? Okay, I cannot believe somebody's gonna use old birds as movement methods in this game. And the three new room halls, the factory interior type. Thank you. I love getting fresh new rooms. Interior now has more pockets of caves along the main cave network, which is easy to find scrap. Okay. It also limits generation to certain distance from entrance, making interior more bendy and interconnected. Okay. Scrap can now spawn at the end of normal hallways in factory interiors. Okay, good. While landing the ship, the game loads interior asynchronously, meaning instead of a single lag spike, there is a longer but more pleasing loading sequence. You can use voice chat than normal. Okay, I it's so funny when you get the lag spike, you just don't hear anybody, or the vowels of the last spoken word just gets like all bent up and cursed. But that's kind of nice. Okay, visuals and exception have been improved and embellished. Okay, fix that you're not properly morphing to accommodate the environment. Okay, yeah, that's okay. This is a good fix. There's sometimes moments when the hydrogen is just like so freaking weird shapen. It's hydrogen not changing size based on variables. Okay. Camping my interest when we follow the player the main address. Okay. Okay. Another mod removed. That hydrogen doesn't camp anymore. That was actually a mod that makes the hydrogen, if you lose tracks of player, it starts going to it. It's like destination point, like how other creatures worked. That's good. That's good. I do this one. This can be useful. Mostly. Okay, so the reserved item extra or something mod, what it was called, technically isn't, you know, irrelevant. You can still probably use it, but this is actually kind of nice. Shovels are excluded. Oh, shovels are excluded from this. Okay. Well, I like to try to trade off the few scraps left to hold stool. Wait, hold on. While I like the strategic trade-off of having to use scrap slot to hold tools, it meant that most players opted out using items altogether. That is true. I understand where Seekers came from, that you would have to trade your potential money-making spots in your, in your pockets for in order to like combat or use like flashlights or any other tools. But I cannot blame it that I wanted to get money because I wanted to get the expensive, like I wanted to experience the game, so I had to win. So I couldn't have a flashlight and a shovel on me. I just went brightness max, right click, and hopefully I get the rare scraps at the front door. That's how you play the game. Which I do kind of. I am also sad that that the strategistic thing that Seekers wanted kind of fucking sucks, you know, because of a majority of people. But also, if you have these suits, it should have a flashlight holster for like a shoulder or something. You know, that's why the mods that I had was like, I could like hold. I really can't speak. Holster a walkie-talkie and a flashlight. And for example, the tool belt, or it's not called utility belt. It was called like a tool fanny bag or something. For example, that also you should be able to just like put it on, and you shouldn't take your inventory slot. The only thing what you should do is that, the Pro flashlight weighs like 5 pounds. Boom, you already have 5 pounds. So it like you still get the weights of the items, but you just got more inventory space. And that's what I think Seekers might be now more doing, or if I would I would suggest, allowing people to like deck their out employees with shop purchasable items, but you just gain the weights, meaning that you will be slower. Like, like literally, just allow us use flashlights, for example, and I understand shovel being excluded. It makes sense. Running into fellow employees will short myself. If both police are running each other, they will both collide. Crouch and carry. Harder you get around. Okay. Okay, that's kind of fun. That's gonna be very dangerous if there's a landmine nearby because you're gonna get pushed into a landmine. I do need to test that out with like a hunch or something. That how annoying that is because I think there might be a mod that either removes that. I think there was already a mod that removes some collision or fixes some collision with stuff. Because I do remember like bumping into employees, it was kind of like weird sensation, you know. What else? Oh yeah, just a reminder of Push Company mod. Fixed case where spray paint etc. would not work while facing up while someone is watching you. The map monitor, okay. Diversity meter to some moves, which limits the amount of unique species that can spawn on a single day. Keep overwhelming new players especially. This is to prepare for adding more creatures. Okay, that's actually a very nice change, and I cannot wait for getting more creatures. I do also want a planet that has like no limitation, and they're like, okay, it's just to some moons. I kind of wish they would tell what moons, but most likely like experimentation and like the low hazard, I would assume. Uh, let's see. Games randomness that creatures will always spawn in same order as challenge modes. Okay, that's a nice fix. Allows people who will like rerun the challenge moon to like be able to read when that monster spawns, etc. When creatures die, which would normally open space for different creatures spawn early now, it waits until they turn. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. I think what this also does is to I think this is I would consider this to be a little bit performance boosting, but also like I think there was a bug or a mod that fixes a bug that because a monster died, a new monster that was supposed to spawn didn't spawn in because code broke Lamau. So that should also thing. Old birds cannot spawn from thin air. Okay, I did not know that was a thing. Can I text your client running a mod loader? Used to indicate the other player's browsing server list. This is how many mods officially supported or recommended, but I understand the value of the wait, hold on. Now detects if your client is running a mod loader and uses this to indicate other players browsing. Okay, that's very nice that now you know that people are using. I think it was a mod that actually would show you people using mods. So it's actually good that now it exists officially. This is, I mean, the mods are officially supported or recommended, but I understand the value that they add to the game for players. This is actually a good point because I will admit I didn't know what was Seeker's stance for mods. I basically what I always do is that I will always try to play the normal version, especially on the updates. And I would either play I will first play vanilla, of course, but then I would also play it like with mods that only are like quality of life improvements for me, you know? AKA mods that most likely make the game way too easier according to someone, you know? Those kind of mods. Like just faster stamina reach, and I just 'cause I want to have fun, you know? After I experience the update blindly, then I want to have my fun run or more relaxed run. Maybe discover something that I couldn't discover because I would get frustrated of lack of stamina or just getting caught with my pants down, etc. And then probably and the third time usually is with the Saturday Off for the Boys session. Let's see. Where did I wait? Huh? Oh yeah, fixed loop next causing lag spike for host players when they would walk on the interior. I did not know this was a thing, but that's a good fix then. I mean, indoor creature spawn curves, which are based time of day, now round up as well down determine the number of creatures spawn, meaning the creature spawn curve they find each one is represented more accurately. Spawn levels will be adjusted down slightly by the same amount to compensate. This might require rebalancing or I may revert it. Okay, so basically now it means that uh, technically we get less monster spawns, which I would argue is kind of better for the game. Or what I kind of wish for the game to have is that there would be more neutral or even positive creatures, or also creatures that are positive but can turn evil. Like the Man-Eater Baby was perfection because Man-Eater Baby was basically a friendly NPC, almost a friendly NPC, but it's actually it's actually more glorified loot bug that is like neutral until hostile, you know. But I kind of wanna you have a nice nice hostile, like you would have a friend, or if possible, I don't know if it's a mod, but I do kind of wish that you would have be able to like either tame a monster that could assist you or something, but then you have to feed them scraps. Like why can't we tame loot bugs? Be a loot bug whisperer or something like that. That would be kind of funny. Of course, I'm not saying that they should be added, at least officially. If there's any mods, mod makers will like, hmm, I wonder what kind of mod should I now make off of this game. Make a mod where you can tame loot bugs and just have an army of loot bugs, because that would be kind of funny. There's only lower the night vision range to make dark more dangerous without a light source. Okay, so yeah. Oh no. Okay, so basically, where is it? Yeah, basically, what this literally means is that now you're kind of forced to use a flashlight. I don't think you can now use brightness max to kind of cheese it, which is fair. I usually skip the light source, especially because I wasn't the one who was like streaming, so I left like the streamer with the flashlight. Increase distance with Skullhead will not enable their collision if they stop on double play to prevent collisions pushing players through walls. Okay. I do remember Skullheads like glitching out. Fixed class first givers will be charged up by almost players and then use a charge on other player, causing it to immediately see the other player. Okay, interesting bug. That needs to be fixed. But just standing still or just walking is more effective on forest creepers when at distance. I'm past certain they can see it all. Okay, that's good because I do remember crouching. I was like, maybe the crouching does actually matter for the detection, and I don't think it used to. Or then I misremember something, like how it was executed because it didn't feel it was working. But I'm glad to see that there is, that and walking. So if you see a forest creeper and it's very far away, you can just walk. I do kind of wish that standing still would like it's just standing still, but I kind of wish that it would be like they don't see you unless you move, and that's why you would stand still. Then the creature will go like, huh? Looks like right and left, then turns around, and then you can move, something like that. Kind of like weaker version of Weeping Angel. Oh, okay, kind of weak, kind of a Weeping Angel. Uh, Starting a new file is random initially instead of defaulting to 0, which means furniture sale will always be different at first score. Okay, that's kind of nice. Swap secure local location many moves. Okay. The Foggy moves have been updated to fit better visually, and Foggy weather is now varied by moment to fit. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I don't mind the outside being foggy. I really didn't like the indoors was foggy. Like I had the mod that removes interior fog because when the interior fog was added, I was like, so you just wanted to add the steam pipe effect everywhere then, huh? Oh yeah, and so many other fixes and changes that I'm not going to be able to get them all. Oh wait, hold on, I skipped one of them. Propaganda. Anti-item. Okay. I remember this kind of bug happening with modded weapons, especially if you have like a shotgun mods. Like I don't know why the shotgun mods broke the shovel, or if you had shovel and shotgun, it broke it. But yeah, good changes. I will be uploading this 34 minutes.